Well, next, conversations can save lives. That's the message for men in Guernsey as Men's Mental Health Month shines a light on the challenges they face. And while the suicide rate in the island has fallen significantly since its pandemic peak, mental health campaigners may worry a recent mortality report found the average number of men taking their own life each year in Guernsey has risen slightly, from 3.9 in 2021 to 4.3 last year. And men now account for more than 3/4 of all suicides. Our reporter Josh Day has been speaking to those who are reminding men they don't have to face struggles alone.
In the quiet of the night, supporters and those touched by suicide walked side by side in remembrance and hope.
But it's a global issue that we need to be dealing with. But on a small scale in Guernsey, I think we can make a difference in that statistic easier than a great nation like sort of South Africa or England. Where we're providing the spaces to go to for men. I ask, without those services, what would be happening? What would those statistics be?
Well, I've struggled with depression, anxiety, sort of all of my life, starting from when I was a teenager. So when I moved back to Guernsey, I was still in a pretty low place. And I remember looking on Facebook and stuff, just trying to find something I could do for myself. And I found Men's Odyssey. I messaged Tom, the founder of that, and he invited me along for their next session. But it was just so amazing just to be surrounded by other men and to feel supported and not judged.
Deputy Tom Rylett knows only too well the impact of suicide.
The day after my 18th birthday, my older brother, Chris, took his own life. Which is obviously an incredibly difficult experience for me, for my whole family, and I think for the people in this community who knew him. We need to make sure we stand together with compassion instead of standing in judgment of one another, and getting to the point that within our community, reaching out for help is sort of seen as a sign of strength and not a sign of weakness.
The mental health charity Guernsey Mind has launched suicide first aid training, but there are concerns about how few men take part.
Our open courses, it's around 75%, 80% are women. And if you look at the suicide rate, 75% of those that take their lives are men. So we do have a challenge, I suppose, on our hand.
And here at Men's Shed, men are making their mark. The project offers a safe space where men can work with wood and on themselves.
Men's Shed's an organisation which is formed to provide a place for men to come and meet and work together, socialise and work shoulder to shoulder.
The whole idea of Men's Shed is somewhere where you can come and have a chat and, meet up with people. Do a project if you want to. Don't if you don't. Just come and have a bacon sandwich and a cup of tea.
While they're encouraged to reach out for help, men are also engaging in other ways, like at this Wellbeing Beach Clean.
People have this impression that it's mostly women who go along to these events, so they're a bit scared to come along. But actually the beach cleans, we probably have about 50-50 men and women. It's fairly even split.
You have to be aware that you're not alone, and there's always people out there who will support you. Even if it's a beer down the local pub or a walk on the common or on the beaches, be there, communicate, don't hide it.
Whether it's woodwork or winter walks, or simply picking up litter on your local beach alongside others, community support services are growing in Guernsey, and their message is clear. You don't have to face struggles alone. Josh Day, BBC Channel Islands News, Guernsey.
Well, if you've been affected by the issues raised in Josh's report, or are suffering distress or despair and need support, including urgent support, there's a list of organisations that can help. All you've got to do is make contact via the details on your screen.